Let's draw the Lewis structure for hydrogen sulfide and then determine its molecular geometry. First, we're going to need to know how many electrons we have. We have 1 electron from each of the hydrogens, 1 times 2, and then sulfur is in group 16, so it's going to contribute 6 valence electrons for a total of 8 valence electrons to draw this Lewis structure. Hydrogen is never in the center, so we'll put sulfur in the center, surrounded by the 2 hydrogens. We need a bonding pair to connect the atoms in the molecule. Each bonding pair represents 2 shared electrons. So we're down to from 8 to 4 valence electrons. Hydrogen can't get any more, so we'll put the remaining 4 on the central sulfur. All right, let's check out the formal charge. They all have the octet, so we're good. Formal charge here. By the way, formal charge is an attempt to describe the charge of each atom in a molecule, and we can calculate that by taking the number of valence electrons in its normal atom or neutral atom minus the number of dots, that's the non-bonding electrons, minus the number of dashes, which is half of the shared electrons. So the formal charge of hydrogen is 1 valence electron minus 1 dash is 0. That one's also 0. Sulfur, 6 valence electrons in its neutral atom minus the 4 dots, the non-bonding electrons, minus the 2 dashes, half the bonding electrons, and that's also 0. I'll just leave that up on the screen. So we have zeros all across, which is what we want. We want a formal charge of 0 or close to 0 as possible. Let's take a look at the geometry. This has 4, let's go with this here. The central sulfur has 4 regions of electron density. 2 of the 4 are bonded to other atoms. You can also say there are 2 lone pairs not bonded to other atoms. 2 out of the 4 are bonded. That's going to give us a bent shape. 4 regions of electron density, and there's 2 lone pairs. That means 2 of the other are bonded, and so that's going to give us a bond angle of less than 109 because you got that extra repulsion from the lone pairs. Extra. So here is how you might draw it. This one is coming out the screen, and this one is going into behind the screen. Bond angle is less than 109. Bent.